Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I know the resolution of my screen is probably looking a bit weird, and it's because I'm recording on my second monitor. So I had to change the aspect ratio. That's besides the point. Today we're going to be looking at the Diddy verdict. I know. It's been a while since I looked at something serious and trending, like a trending topic, but I'm going to do it today. My girlfriend kept me all day. I'm not that tired though, so we can record today. And I have some, I don't know if it's news, but apparently the military are looking for Smart Schoolboy '09. So, I don't think they are doing that, but that's something I've seen. So I'm going to cover that as well. It's on Snapchat. As you can see, I've already got the tab open. Well, you can't see I've got the tab open, but you'll see when I start the video. So without further ado, let's just get into the video.
They have now reached a decision. They found the defendant, Sean Combs, not guilty of that, the most serious and complex charge of which he was accused. They found him not guilty. So Sean Combs not guilty of racketeering conspiracy on count 2, which was the sex trafficking.
Okay. I have not been keeping up to it. I know. You know, I haven't been keeping up with the Diddy trial. I do care. I think the things he did were evil, or the things he was accused of were evil. I don't like it. Prostitution, sex crimes. I don't like it as much as any other human. But I just was doing other things. I was probably jerking off to anime women and hating on furries like I usually do. So I didn't have the time and resources allocated to me to really look into the thingy. But I watched the video. I know. I didn't look at any, of the documents. No. I watched Moist's video. And people are saying that the racketeering one had quite a strong defense behind it. And a lot of people, including the people that were, like, attacking against Diddy. What would they be called? You got the defendants and the plaintiffs? Or I don't know if that's the case in this. I don't really know much about the American court system or the UK court system. I just kind of get the gist. Someone's attacking, someone's defending. So the attackers in this case were quite surprised that the jury somehow thought that with the evidence provided, which was quite a lot of evidence apparently, it wasn't enough for Diddy to be charged, or they didn't think that he was, actually, they didn't think he committed those crimes. Now, I think that's crazy. I don't know what racketeering is, but they say it's the most heaviest crime he has, and a crime that had quite a lot of evidence to support the racketing claim. So to me, I feel like this is a bit crazy, but let's hear of the other counts as well.
Trafficking of Cassandra Ventura, known as Cassie, his girlfriend of more than a decade. This jury have also found Sean Combs not guilty of that charge. So that's the first.
What? Are they talking about how he hit the woman? Like, I swear to God, there was a video and we all saw that. Huh? Am I not understanding this verdict here? Let's go back a little bit.
Of Cassandra Ventura, known as Cassie. Sean Combs not guilty of racketeering conspiracy on count 2, which was the sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura, known as Cassie.
Like I said, I don't know much. I just heard of what he was accused of. I didn't really look into it myself. I don't know about this. I don't know about this count at all. I know there was a video of him hitting a woman and, like, beating her up in the hallway of, like, some kind of flat, I guess. I don't really know what it was. But I saw that video. That's a bit crazy. Assault, battery, whatever the case is. I know there's a difference between assault and battery. One of them is, like, you do something, but it's non-physical. I think battery is the one where it's physical. So I guess he battered her. But don't know. Can't really give much of a take on this one. It's just again, a lot of people. You know what? I'm gonna continue, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think is the craziest. Not that they found him, not guilty for racketeering. I think that's a bit crazy, but there's something I find more crazier.
his girlfriend of more than a decade. This jury have also found Sean Combs not guilty of that charge. So that's the first two charges against him, not guilty of both those charges of racketeering, conspiracy and sex trafficking. On count 3, however, this relates to transportation for prostitution. The allegation that he transported male escorts across state lines for the purposes of sex. He has been found guilty of that charge. He faces a potential sentence of 10 years in prison. It is, however, unlikely he would
Wait, let's continue.
he would receive that full 10-year sentence. So he's been found guilty.
Yes, here we go. So, they acquitted him of the crime with the most time, and they gave him the little tiddlywinks, the nuggets of, the justice system. Since it's his first time here, they're just going to give him a warning. You know what I mean? Forget all that crazy stuff that they're talking about. Racketeering? Barely knew her. But this smaller crime, lesser crime in comparison to the other crimes. Again, as this woman just said, lovely British lady, by the way, nice soothing voice, very good as a news anchor. She just said that Diddy, Sean Combs, will most likely not face the 10 years, the minimum of 10 years. And that's crazy. They are taking away the worst crimes. And they're giving him the crimes with the minimal, time. Bearing in mind, he's probably not going to see that. He's never going to see the maximum. He's not going to see 10 years. I heard there was two things. This prostitution case or count, and there was a different one that they both hold a maximum of 10 years. Bearing in mind, the racketing one is a minimum of 20 years. A minimum of 20 years. So they said, fuck the minimum. We're going to give him 2 maximums of 10, which would equal to 20. But he's not going to see maximum. There's no way he's going to see maximum. I'll be surprised if he sees half of that, or even half of 5 years, two years. I'll be surprised. There's a lot of things you can do with money nowadays. And it's pretty obvious that something's gone awry here. Let's just... Oh, the hell is going on? What's going on with my mouse? I can't see my mouse. But you can see everything that's going on. Anyway, continuing.
Of transportation for prostitution in relation to Cassie Ventura, guilty on that charge. On count 4, which is the sex trafficking of the woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane, sex trafficking of Jane, Sean Combs has also been found not guilty. However...
Wow. They really are. It's like they're defending him from the crimes with the most times and the crimes that are quite personal. These are 2 specific people he's trafficked here. The one of calling male prostitutes out and getting them in and whatnot. That one's crazy, but that's not to one specific person. That's to a group, a multitude of people. But the Cassie one and the Jane one, it's like they're kind of trying to minimize the reputational damage, even though this has already tanked Diddy's reputation as a whole. Me and my boys, we cracking Diddy jokes. I ain't never heard a Diddy song. I'll be so honest, I ain't never heard a Diddy song. All I know Diddy from now is this. His this whole entire freak off case, the trials. That's all I know him from, and that's all I'm ever going to know him from. So if they're trying to minimize reputational damage, it's not working. The fact that he was called out in the first place has already destroyed and tanked his reputation for people that didn't know him before. I didn't know him.
On the transportation for prostitution in relation to Jane, he's been found guilty. So Sean Combs guilty on 2 of the 5 charges, but this is crucial. On the 3 most serious charges, the ones which he faced potential life sentences in prison, he has been found not guilty. So just...
And is that a coincidence? Let me know. Let me know if you think it's coincidence or if you think their defense. I mean, no. Let me know if you think it's rigged, or let me know if you think they just had a really good defense and these things never happen. Diddy is a free, innocent man. Well, not innocent because he's guilty on 2 counts, so he's no longer innocent, but he's innocent on those counts, not the ones that he's already been found guilty on. Let's continue this. Let's see what this woman has to say.
To recap, on that most serious charge of racketeering conspiracy, the charge which he faced a potential life sentence in prison, he has been found not guilty. The 2 counts of sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura and the woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane, he's also been found not guilty. So Sean Combs receiving not guilty verdicts on the 3 most serious charges of which he was accused. Guilty verdicts, though, in the transportation for prostitution charges. These relate to him arranging for the transportation of male escorts across state lines to participate in these events that became known as freak-offs, the sex marathons that have been so central to this case. So I think on balance, Sean Combs and the defence team will be pretty pleased with this verdict, because while the sex trafficking for prostitution charges carry a possible maximum sentence of 10 years for each count, as a first-time offender, it's very unlikely that Sean Combs will receive the top end of that prison sentence.
And that is the problem. Because he's a first-time offender, he shouldn't see the maximum. What type of dumbass logic is that? If I go outside and murder someone and go, hey, my first time, life sentence? Can I not get that? It's my first time, Like, come on. Lower that down a bit. Oh, wait, the years, I see them lowering down from life. Wait. 1 year! Woo! Can we get a round of applause in this bitch? Yeah! No, they're obviously not going to do that, are they? So why the hell is... this is sex crime. It's not like he stole a Freddo from a fucking store. Like, well, Americans, let me think. It's not like he stole some, what they call fruit gushers, fruit roll-ups. Like, he didn't steal nothing from no shop. He didn't fucking sell weed. He trafficked. He was accused of heinous crimes. Heinous. Very heinous. Evil, deplorable stuff. And they go, hey, it's his first time. Maybe he'll learn from his mistakes. Yeah. Die. That's a joke. But I did say I wanted to talk about something else, and there is something I want to talk about. Diddy Glazers. There are people actually out there saying Diddy should sue the courts for them calling him out and, accusing him of stuff he didn't do in big ass quotation marks. I don't have a camera. Not yet. Hey, so you can see my beautiful ass face. Shit. Anyway, how delusional can you be? Like, what have you been smoking? Because I need whatever you've been smoking. I'm trying to get high. I'm trying to crack femboys, Asians, and my girlfriend. And I need some drugs to do it. So, can you set me up? I need the plug. Who is it? Who's the plug? Fucking, I don't know, the Powerpuff Girls? What, Powerpuff and weed and shit? Like, come on, man. Come on. No way people are being serious. I think it's crazy. Diddy verdict. I don't know. I don't know the case like that, so I can't go, they're wrong. I was literally at the freak-offs. I was fucked in the butt, and I have a video. I can't do that. I wasn't there. I haven't been on this case like that. But I still think it's a bit, I think it's a bit too perfect for his team to see that he was found not guilty on the 3 charges that brought the most sentence, or the most time in prison. And he was found guilty for the 2 least ones. I think that's a bit too perfect. a bit too perfect to be called luck. So yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe, and see ya.